Welcome to Attican Plays Airport CEO. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to Series 2, Episode 6 of Airport CEO. I'm going to do a quick recap and catch you up a little bit because I have played ahead, I don't know, 8 days or so, something like that. Wanted to accumulate some money before we jump into our next big thing here. And you did, unfortunately, miss a couple of things that were interesting, but they will come back to us later. But I do want to show you a couple of things that happened. One is, well, wait a minute, let me go back here and start. Notice our ratings. Look at this. Our overall airport is at 75. We're all green across the board. And if we look at our baggage, we're up to 72% reaching passenger and 62% loaded on the aircraft. And we were like 0 before. So I think those numbers are going to continue to improve. And I think the big change that I made was something I said I would investigate offline. And that is I changed this setting right here. Instead of always send away, so like if a plane is late, always just tell them to leave. I say always delay, so that we always delay them for an hour, and I think it's bought us the time to get the baggage out there. Now, what may be the right thing to do is actually look at each individual one and judge that plane's circumstance. How close are they to their baggage? How close are they to getting board? You know, all that stuff, and micromanage it a little bit. I'm not going to do that yet. I may do that if we decide to go for a airport of the year and we're really close and can't quite get there. But I'm really interested in having setups that work and kind of run, auto run. I don't like micromanagement. So anyway, that's one thing. So our ratings are much better. And here's what happened when we got our better ratings. If you go to contracts, check it out. We're now a 4-star rating, and now we get 4-star contracts. So if we go to our signed contracts now, notice we've got Bluebill giving us 176 contractors for $4.10 an hour per contractor versus Brickley or whatever it was before that was much over $5 an hour and had less available people. So we have just moved up in the world in construction. And also a biggie too, we now have this MEX fuel, which is $1.09 a liter for avgas and 16 cents a liter for jet fuel. And we were paying, I can't remember exactly, I think it was like 35 cents a liter or more for jet fuel. So, we've cut our prices more than in half here and down significantly on the avgas, which means, of course, we make more money. Then the other thing that has happened that you missed, I do apologize for this one because this would have been good to see. Remember we had 10 negotiation points? We still should have some. I messed this up. But if we look at our airlines here, notice what Stripe Air is now paying us per flight. If you'll recall, it used to be $2,500 per flight. For small aircraft, they are now paying us $32.69. Now, on medium aircraft, they used to pay us $6,500. They're now paying us $32.31. What happened? We got into a contract negotiation, and in order to get that higher price on small, I lowered their price as far as I could on the medium flights. Now, why did I do that? Well, one, I wanted more money from the small, and two, we won't be using these people on the medium flights. They're not going to get any medium gates. When we go into the medium airfield, which is our next move, these Stripe Air Regional will not be one of our carriers. At least they won't have a gate they can go to. Now, we successfully got theirs up. Goose Wings is still the same, and I think this is where I just kept messing up. And Maple is still the same, and they shouldn't be. We should have gotten a raise on both of them, really, and I goofed it up. I wasn't sure how to use these negotiation points. That'll come back up. We'll do a better job next time and see how we're doing. The other thing to note is, look at this. Petit Bisou is a 4-star restaurant, so they are paying us a pretty nice price for the work they're doing for us. La French is a 3. I don't think we had that or Travelers last time or Power. So we have stepped up in the world. We've gotten better shops. We've gotten a better contract for builders. We've gotten a better fuel contract, so we can make more, we can spend less, which means maybe we make more, and we can have better restaurants, which improves the quality and gives us the potential to make more money out of the same square footage. So that's all great. And all that added together, plus the fact that it was just a, pretty nice little profitable airport anyway, we're now starting to make money. I don't see any economy reports, so we'll just look at the daily here. Notice our previous full day was $460,000 for our little puddle jumpers, and we're off to a good start here early in day 6. And we have been through, in the time I've been gone, oil crisis twice, pandemic twice, a global economic collapse twice, one-time volcanic ash, which made all the planes just sit there for like 8 hours. We've had the rail system breakdown, so the subway was down. We've had toilets explode. We've had power surges, which killed all the electronics in our airport and had to get them all repaired or rebooted, or time out to reboot. We've been through a lot, and plus constant stream of emergencies of all types: ambulance, police, fire, fuel, bird strikes, everything you can think of. And here we are. We've got 3.3 million. We can also go out to the bank here. Let's go out here to loans. And another thing that's happened, we now have access to this bigger loan. 1.4 million, 750,000 from Foxy, our middle tier, and 150,000 from here. So we could get 1.4, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. We could get like $2.3 million in loans. Add that to 3.3 here. So now we got 5.5 million to play with. Now we can start doing some damage. So it's time for us to start getting into our next airport. I have a very definite design in mind. I'm not going to say it's a great design, but it's a definite different design. It should be very brutally efficient. That's what I'm going for. And we're going to start laying that out right now. Now, keep in mind too, we've got fenced in. We fenced in our property, right? Now, medium runway requires at least 2 of the squares. There are 4 squares that make up all your usable land. So what we're going to have to do is get another one. And what we're going to do specifically, we're going to definitely get this one right here, because if we go this way, I think a medium runway would actually fit there. Let's see. Yeah, it would have fit if we had gone this direction, but I just like the looks of this one, and I'll save these 2 for our big boy planes when we build our third, and I'll put it in quotes, airport, our third terminal. So what I want to do with this, the very first thing I want to do before we do any other building, I want to take this setup, and I want to move it up here. Because up here is where the action is going to be. This is where we're going to be building our new terminal. And I don't want these people having to walk all the way up there. It'll take us forever to get done. The other thing I want to do is go into our operations. And if you've been following along, we've got all of our research. And maybe I didn't have it all done on episode 5. I don't remember. But we've completed all the research now. So we're done. So what we've done is now we have our 30 administrators, and this is why we have 30, because the max you can put on any one thing is 5, and the max of these groups that you can have under each of the programs under group 1 is 2, 2, and 2, so 30 people works out perfectly. That's why we've been hiring toward 30 the whole time. So we've got them on upkeep and salary, we've got them on passenger sat and staff productivity, airline relations, and supplier discount to give us better prices. But now what we're going to do is, there's one down here, increase construction speed. So our folks who have been salaries or upkeep? Salaries or upkeep? I know where to get salaries. Salaries are pretty obvious. Let's look at a day, the last day, 24,000 in salaries. Now the upkeep part, I don't know if that's repairs. I don't think it's I'm going to guess. Does anybody know? If you know, put it in the comments. I'm going to guess it's the repairs. And you can see we spend more money on salaries, even with the reduction. Well, it has a reduction, and we have a reduction on expense on the upkeep. And we're spending more money on salaries. So that's where we're going to keep it. So we're going to keep it on salaries. And if anybody has a different opinion or knows something that would change my mind on that, please speak up. We'll keep salaries. We're going to drop our emphasis on this and throw it on construction speed, because we want our administrative staff to help to work closely with our contractor and do everything they can to administer efficiently and improve our speed. And we'll get a terrific bonus on construction speed if we do this. Now, what I want to do now is run. How do we want to do this? Interesting. Now we want to run the road that's going to hook up the public access coming into the airport with that newly acquired land up to the north. First off, to allow our contractors to move up there closer to the action, and then later to be the feed for our public access to that airport. And we're going to skip ahead to the next more interesting thing. This takes a while, and I will admit I goofed it up. I actually picked service road tunnels and public access roads, and that was a mismatch, and it took me a while to figure that out, but I finally did. And since it's embarrassing, I'll admit to it, but I'm not going to show it to you. All right, so now we have some contract negotiations that have opened up with Blue Build and our MEX Avifuel. So we're going to go to our accepted contracts, and we see these two here. And let's look at Blue Build. And what is that? Negotiate points are awarded for running there to sign contract with business is 1 point. Not sure what that totally means, honestly. All right, so we're going to go to negotiate. They're selling us hourly fee of $4.10. So we'll negotiate this contract with them. And I think we actually have to let it run to get it to come out. Okay. So now, if we could just re-sign with them for the same price, right? Or we could pay them more, but we'd like to pay them less. Now, how much less? Okay, that would be shameful. They're not going to sign that. So we've got to move this up to a point where they will sign it. Now, 91. 350. What are they at? 410. At 350, that would become an expected offer. 91% chance they'll take that. Now we have 3 negotiation points here. If we throw one on it, it's now 96% that they will take that deal. If we have one on it, yeah, we're going to have to stay right in here. 96% seems like a pretty good chance. Let's try this. Let's send the offer. They accepted it. Good deal. So now we have a new contract with Bluefield. Or no, we're Bluefield. Blue Build. And Blue Build is now paying us, we're paying them now $3.50 an hour for our contractors. So that's going to help out. Now let's see if we can get better fuel. Now our fuel right now is ridiculous because of the oil crisis, right? But, oh, that's our Blue Build one. I'm gonna let this run. Okay, now I think this is something they need to they need to fix this, because I can't. I'm negotiating. This is the same problem I had. This is why I messed up so badly on the airlines. you do one, but then it sticks there. So I'm having a hard time getting a different. Let me let it run for a little bit and see if I can come back to it. Okay, I'm going to slow it down. We're going to go here. If I hit reset offer, it still thinks I'm talking to Bluebuild. I don't want to talk to them. Yeah, this is messed up. I can only do one negotiation. And I don't think it's anything I'm doing. I had the same problem with these 3 airlines. I got one done, and then the next one, I didn't realize, but I just kept doing the same one over and over and using up all my negotiation points for no reason at all. And if you hit reset offer, see, it's still Bluebuild. And look at goodness. All right, I'm going to have to let it run. I'm going to have to log out as a defect. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I'll go take a look at that contract in a bit and see if there's any. Oh, you know what I will do? I am going to do, sorry, one more thing. I'm going to do a save and reload and see if that works. Okay, I'm just wondering if, and see now I have 0 points and I had 4. I'm just wondering though, that one meant that was the one I could negotiate with. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's my fault, and hopefully the developers will let me know if that's the case, or one of you will let me know that I've messed it up. But I did report the bug because it seems like a bug to me, and the bug could be my fault. If it is, then throw it out. They know what to do. All right, we're still working. We're almost there though. We're getting close. I'll be back shortly. All right, so all of our materials are gone, which means that our last little bits are being put together, put in place. I actually think we may even be done. Well, we've got one right here, and I'm pretty sure I saw this dude right here. No, that's not a dude. There is a contractor headed out there. I saw him. Really, they're really hard to spot. Even if you get down low, it's hard to find them. Here he comes. Let's just watch him. Boom, nice job. Okay, so now I think we're actually done with that. That took a long time. All right, and it just kind of reinforces the importance of moving your contractors out where the work is. All right, so now we can actually start planning our airport. You notice we're back. We actually have more money now, I think, than we did when we started the episode. So we're gaining ground, even though we're building roads and building fences. So that's pretty good. All right, so now let's think about how we want to do this. The way I'm seeing it is like this. We're going to land. We're going to have 2 runways. We're going to land to the north, come off, and then we're going to build what we're going to call the square. Most boring airport you ever saw. It's going to be a square with 8 stands around it. We are going to have one little specialty stand that's going to be, I'm not going to do it as a remote, but I am going to do it as a little funky in order to be our emergency stand, because I do want 8 stands, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So I'm going to turn this around, and we're going to put in a medium concrete runway. We're going concrete now, and we're going to put it in. One reason I put those there is they're a good little divider. See, I want to have it like 5 would be the best we could. Okay. I think I want to scoot it up this way just to give us, well, no. I don't want to go too far up that way, but I do want it up. Do I? A little bit. Like, two, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm trying to count the spaces that it's up above that. I want it 7, I think. And 9, that'll do right there. All right, so that's going to be our first runway. Then we're going to come off the runway. We're going to build grass runway, well, first, sorry, we need an exit, and we're going to go ahead and get the concrete exit and put it like so. Then we're going to use grass runways, build grass, and then do the instant upgrade, because the grass should grow. Grass should grow faster. The grass should be built faster, and that will help us a lot. So in like this, up like this, 5 wide, and up here, that's going to kind of define the corner that we're going to work with. And I'm going to put down a medium concrete here, 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 here. And we can delete this one. Just wanted that one to help me measure. And more medium concrete like this, this. Shoot. Restart. Hit the reboot. We need 5 spaces over here. Yep, we're too tight. This needs to be scooted over. So we gotta kill all this before the construction starts. Okay, needed this runway. Further over to the east, or the right of our screen. I think the height was probably okay. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9 is probably good. I need at least a couple more spaces. Let's give it there. That should be more than safe. Okay. Now we're going to come off that and we'll see how this works out. And it's very important we don't start building any of this and throwing away money. We can get a refund as long as we're not building. Grass. Like so. There's our corner. Yeah, I think this is going to work. I think this looks good. And the key is, can we go back here behind it? And I'm fairly certain we can. 5 wide. Why, yes we can. Like so. 5 wide. Okay. Oh, and we need to delete that one because there won't be any way to use it. But we are going to, interestingly enough, put one right down here. Does it matter? Like that. I got lagged. That was not my fault. I got lagged. Well, actually, no. We're going to put it lined up with that one. Yes, that's what we're going to do. And I want to put in the corner service roads to connect this all up into a loop or a square, whichever way you want to look at it. And I'm going to, now that I know where that runway goes, I'm going to delete it. And the only reason is I don't want to start getting emergencies. We could start getting medium emergencies. Not interested just yet. So let's let them start on that. That's plenty to build. You can see that cost us about $1 million. And we can leave that, I think. And now you can see why we've got our builders up here, so they're not so far away from the action. Okay, we've got some craft that can't land because their stands, we've delayed these flights. That's why all these flights can't get in there. But we're going to keep it that way because they go out. Seems like when those messages hit, they're about ready to go anyway. So we could, by the way, think about spreading our flights a little bit more. A little gap between them, and we'll think about that later. I want to stress this airport before I back off. Okay, Goose Wings needs a hangar. We've got one right there for them. And I think I shared with you, I'm not sure, all of our research is done. Yeah, we talked about that. All of our research is done. And we've got our folks assigned now to just making us more efficient. And I will point out, this is another bug I've sent in. See that? That's a fire truck. After he did that fire emergency, and this has happened to me at least twice now, he'll go to the fire emergency, and then he starts running the police cars patrol route. So he's running the same route as his police car, and it's even that is messed up because they'll start going in here to the back. Look at this. He's going into the baggage check. So I've got a fire truck going into my baggage check, which doesn't seem right to me. There's no fire in there. I don't know what the deal is. And you see we are doing baggage now. That's a good thing. Okay, we've got an oil crisis. We've got, he's in a hangar. He's in a, wait a minute. Is he in a hangar? No, but he will be. We've got room for him. He's in a hangar. He's in a hangar. Okay, we're handling all our emergencies. Speed this back up. Come on. And I'll be back when all this is done. Okay, they're finishing up this part. The taxiway. You see what they've done. The stands. This little dude here. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up the rest and talk about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out to save some money. We're going to start out with a single floor kind of deal as far as the planes are concerned. In other words, you're going to go out and load onto the plane from the ground floor instead of using a jetway. And I'm a jetway guy, but we're not going to do that just yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to build out a nice square terminal like so. But we're going to go down one floor and we're going to do it again. The game won't let you build the ramps on your road so that you could like have arrivals on the second floor, departures on the first floor, like a lot of airports. Thinking of Charlotte Douglas in particular, that's the one I kind of lived at. So I'm going to do the next best thing. We're going to have arrivals in the basement and departures on the main floor. So we're going to need both, and we're going to need a way. We're going to need the two floors, and we're going to need a way to get between them. So we're going to make sure we put escalators in, because the workers will need them too. I mean, it'll facilitate their job as well. Now the nice thing is, the way we've got this, we've got all these things here to define kind of the middle for me. So I should be able to find the middle, and I want it to be. Yeah, I want to use this one and that. That looks just about right to me. And this is like a nice, I wish I could sit like that and scroll in and not have it move. You know, I don't know how to do that unless I do. Maybe if I put my cursor's right in the middle of it. See, it just scoots over to I'd have to just line everything up perfectly, and that's just too much to ask. Okay, this way and this way. I don't know, that's either up or down. Whichever one it is, we're going to go the opposite. So that's the bottom. We're going to flip it around and do one the other way. Come back up too high. Okay, so you can see we've got them in the basement and up, and they're going in opposite directions. Now, and one thing I'd love, others have said this too, I'd love to be able to set this one as up, this one is down, or even better, I wish that when you build an escalator, you didn't build two, an up and a down. You just built one thing, an up, or a down, or set it the way you want it. And then you could put them in here, and I could do like a 4 wide up and a 4 wide down right next to each other. That's the way bigger airports do it. So that would be kind of cool. But this is fine. This is fine. This will all work. Those are just nice to haves down the road, maybe. So so there we've got. Okay, so that's enough. We can just start building that and let our concrete. They can only do so much. So we're gonna have to do this piece at a time. So again, now you can kind of see. Now, again, the idea is that we're going to leverage this road we've already built. And we're going to come in. What is that? That must be, oh yeah, that's this guy right here. Interesting. So my plan is to have our parking and stuff, you know, the ground transportation, subway, everything down here. So you're going to literally come into the underground and then go into the airport and do your check-in and baggage claim down here, maybe security up here with all your gates, or maybe check-in baggage and security down here, and then just have giant area with the gates. I think I'm leaning toward baggage claim, check-in here, security up here, and the gates. So we shall see. Oh, now this will be interesting because we've got that, our fire truck is running around doing police patrol. See it patrolling? So now okay, it's good. It did recognize it's got some work to do. And we've got another one needing a hangar, and that's cool. So come on in. Now let's just watch and see if this guy goes back on patrol, or yeah, look at that. He just went right back on patrol. That is wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Now we can see on this ops report that our baggage claim now, our baggage scanning is working great. That's perfect right there. No mistakes. That's the way we want it. And we are making money every day. Okay, I got a message saying I can still renegotiate this contract. I'm going to try, but see that negotiate button is not there. It's not available for me to hit that button to start the negotiation. So when I did that one, it blocked it out. So no, that's not right. So that email is bogus. Well, it may be right, but we can't do it. Notice that now it worked. I don't know what happened, but it worked, and there were some points on there. There were 5 points on that. So on the MEX logo up here, 5 of these negotiation points showed up over here. So let's see what we can do. We want to obviously pay less. We particularly want to pay less for jet fuel, right? I mean, if we offered to pay them a lot for our avgas, what could we get away with on the jet fuel? 94%. We could get it for 12 cents a liter. We pay $1.59. What do we charge? Is there any way I could possibly look without? I'm not going to go. I'm afraid I'll mess this up. Could we possibly get it super? No, it would cost us a lot of points. That's reasonable. Let's throw some points at this one. There we go. Now we're at 100%. We can get it for 12 cents. Let's go for this. We'll get it for 11 cents and we'll pay $1.43 for avgas. And they accepted it. All right. So we're going to pay a little bit more for our avgas, which we only have five GA stands running, and we'll pay a little less for our jet fuel, which is 9 plus emergencies here, and it'll soon be 8 plus emergencies here. So yeah, I think that overall that was a good negotiation, I think. So we've got need a GA hangar. We've got one. We're good to go, and I'll be back. Okay, so we've made some progress. We've built our main terminal building downstairs and up. We've put in doors to go out to the gates on the main floor, and we put in doors to go out of the building, but we haven't done anything with that yet. So let's do this first. Let's talk about kind of the basic routing of how you're going to come in. Remember, there's going to be a runway, landing runway here, the stops here. So we're going, let me set up the routing for that. You're going to come off and go nice straight line right to the middle. And you'll know, I don't know if you've not, well, I want to, we've been getting some medium emergencies. There's nothing we can do about it. We don't have an airport to bring them into. Anyway, I'll walk you through this, just the how do planes get into the airport. And I think, in hindsight, I would set these up to give me the spacing and then delete them all. Delete all these, delete this, delete this. Something is signaling people, the program, that we have medium capabilities. We don't. We don't. So we're just having to bite the bullet, pay the fine, take the hit on all those medium ones. So I'm not going to delete them now. No way. So we've got our runway, or our taxiway. And in fact, shoot, let's have a concrete taxiway. What just happened there? Concrete. Is that right? Concrete taxiway. There. I thought that's what I just did. Okay, so here's how this is going to work for now. We're going to set this right here to one way. Nope. We're going to set it to one way the other way. So when you come off, you have to go this way. So all this is going to be one way, one way, one way. Now, the question becomes, where are we going to put our hangars? We've got 5 hangars down here serving this. And what we've seen is you can have 5 disasters at a one, 5 emergencies, and you could potentially have 5 hangar emergencies, which means we could also potentially have 5 medium aircraft hangar emergencies at the same time. And I see something that just doesn't look, oh, I see what it is. I missed an update or an upgrade right to there. There, that looks better. Now, it's so reason I'm rambling about this is we're going to have one way like this, but now the question is how much more do we do one way? We could easily put our yeah, I think I like that. I think I like putting the hangars along here and up here if need be. We want 5 of them. And we'll have them set up so that this last set right here will be 2-way. So if, well, let's just see how far we can get with this. I want to have, interesting, the medium hangars, and I haven't used them yet, so we're going to see how this works. The medium hangar, if you'll notice, it has a required service road connection, and of course it has the connection to actually get loaded from the runway. So I think what we're going to do is I'd like to have that road come over and come under, which means that this will be, that would be as far down as we want to go possibly. And I think I'd like to have them offset. Do I really care? Yeah, I think it might look better if we offset them. We could potentially have another one running right there, which just, by the way, happens to work out perfectly. Okay. And have skip 2 and have 1. That would be 3. The 4th one could be here. You know what? Let's do it like this. Let's do 5 like that. And now it makes more sense to have them almost on their own runway, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay. Oh, shoot. I don't think I can delete these. Oh, good. They haven't started building. Once you start building these, you have to shut them down, and it's a pain to delete them. Same thing with these. Once they're built, like if I click that, I couldn't delete that. I'd have to go in, turn it off. Well, yeah, I turn it off and delete it. But I think what I'm going to do here is have a couple. Let's see, we've got plenty of room over here. So let's do. Going to do the grass again. Let's have. Yeah, great. This is good. Then we can have just one way all the way around. So we're going to have a runway like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. we'll give them a little gap like that. Then we'll go 5 like this and have a two-way street, if you will, up through here. And that's where we'll put our medium hangars like this, and we'll get them off of that, so like that, and then we'll have a road that comes out like this and hooks to them in the back. And we'll go ahead and set that up, but that'll be something else for our guys to build. We will put a down service right here, like so, and I'm going to set it back here, I think, and then one turn the opposite way and set it back a little to get it away from the wings of the planes. Okay, and then we'll go down. Well, we'll need service road like this that goes around, and it's going to go run up through here to the backs of all these hangars. And then down below, we're going to need a road that goes like that. And up above, I think that'll go away once this road's built. And I think we could, is there any benefit in having another one? It probably, don't think it could hurt. Service down like that, and then back up on this in this case back up over here. Okay. Then down below, hook them up, and up above, hook them up like this. Then we'll put in another hanger. Like this. Then 2 more. And in fact, 3 more. And we'll run our runway out like that. And we'll run our service road to connect up to the back. And just to be neat, we'll run it all the way out there. Okay, let's let them get started working on that. We should see supplies being delivered soon. Here they come. Okay, so we're one way going this way. We're also going to be one way going this way. So when you come off, you have to go this way. So all of our arriving planes, including our emergencies, will come like this and go all the way around to wherever they happen to be residing, even this very last one. But now if this one happened to need to go to a hangar, it would just go back up and immediately turn and go into one. And any of these can just follow the routing around like this and then go into a hangar. And we could even give them a little shortcut up here. Probably wouldn't hurt a thing. It'd be inexpensive, and we can go right here and put a little two-way thing right there, and we'll give them now we can't do the routing yet. We can give them part of it like that. Okay, let's get that built. Let's get our hangar system built. You see our money is hanging in there. We're down overall, but we're doing okay. And let's get this. See, we're making decent money off our little puddle jumpers. Oh, and operations while I'm talking here. Look at our bags now. Correctly scanned 708, no misses. 60 destroyed, no misses. So we've got a pretty good solid baggage security system going right now. And one of the questions for down the road I'm trying to ponder is, do I want to run all this baggage all the way down here and then all the way back so that I only have one baggage security system? I think I'm going to actually build a redundant one up here. Just processing speed, not having to run on those belts, which is no big deal. And secondly, just because I am, again, in quotes, this is another airport. It's not just a terminal. This is another airport. And you can see with this, we have the ability, if we want to run remote. If we decide we need more medium stands, it will be very easy for us to add some more. In fact, we could just turn them around this way and make it easy to add them out here as additionals. All right, this is getting pretty long, so let's cut this one off right here, and we'll pick back up and continue to build our medium airport in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Airport CEO video. Thank you.